Hey guys, Zykoma here, and this is the first installment of my new series, Learning How to W Key, where I'll be going over a bunch of my fights and telling you guys what I did to win the fight, but also, perhaps more importantly, what I could have done better. Overall, this series will help you guys get better at fighting, and with the wide range of tips that I can offer you, I can guarantee you guys will learn something new. Funny thing is, this series will help me get better at fighting. So after 10 to 20 episodes, I want you guys to come back to this first episode and see the major difference. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So in this first fight, I have my crosshair placement somewhat good, but I'm looking further down so I see this enemy better. But since my crosshair placement is decent, I'm able to get the first shot on him and immediately box him in because I realize that this guy's trying to run away. In this fight, we're both fighting for height, but the enemy is definitely higher up than I am. The way to win this situation is to place high walls into piece control and to get a free chunk of damage with your shotgun, and then after that keep pressure up because of your HP advantage and never ever let your opponent heal. Notice how much chase I'm giving this enemy and not caring about going through his builds, and it's very important to be fast with your pressure and not let up, because as soon as your enemy gets the heal off, the fight's back to normal. This is how you end fights quickly once you have HP advantage. So in this fight, I really want to show you guys the power of pre-fires, and this will tie into what I said before about having really good crosshair placement. I place my crosshair perfectly, predicting a window edit, and do a really good timed pre-fire to get 100 damage on my opponent. Again, notice, I keep my pressure up because of the HP advantage that I have. Notice how fast I'm pressuring without taking any damage back. Because as soon as you take damage back, the fight is fully reset and it goes back to normal without either of you having any real advantage. Notice 2 AR shots cracks this opponent's shields. This means he's 80 HP right now, and me having 200 HP, this is another example of keeping up pressure really hard and preventing any heals whatsoever. So in this fight, you should just spam cones as much as possible because this will actually create some easy piece control opportunities. This opponent seems really unaware for some reason, but when he does turn around, I actually missed the reset when I noticed the movement of the enemy player. This made me take some unnecessary damage. This is a very big mistake. But I do get the kill, but after I get the kill, it's really important that I make a new box that expands out from this fight, just so that I own some edits in case someone comes along and third parties me. This creates some space and some time for me to collect my surroundings, breathe, and prevent any third parties because I'm pretty low because of my mistake. But take it in this final 1v1, this is a situation where I have a ton of mats and I have height. So in this case, you should just Tfue Classic over and over. And for those of you guys who don't know what that is, it's simply just shoot floor, shoot floor, shoot floor from height safely and just get a bunch of chip damage until you win the game. So in this fight, we end up build fighting for a little bit. I think I build fight too much here. We could totally get third partied and AR'd from a distance by other players, but I do have some good speed in terms of how I take the floor and how I edit and shoot the guy, and I do end up holding the floor after I do the reset. But I do have really bad awareness of my ammo, and I tried to take another shot when I didn't even have a bullet in my gun, right? And then he just fell and died. But this is really bad. This could actually get me killed in other situations, so this is something that I need to work on and fix as fast as possible. So in this fight, I do take the floor pretty fast and get a free hit on my opponent, but I tried the right hand peek afterwards and was really slow to block my left here and took a free shot of damage. I need to be much faster at blocking my left to prevent any sort of damage coming my way. And then later, I just try to end the fight by outpacing him and going as fast as possible. It's clear to me that he's either unaware that this roof is my roof or he's just not ready, right? And so this is something that you can get away with sometimes. I should totally do a right hand peek in the future because anyone looking straight at me with their gun will definitely punish me for this sort of peek. So in this fight, we're both just ramping up. I end up going one more on the spot because I realize it's key for me to get height. I try to piece control him 3 different times. The third time is the charm, and I actually managed to catch him off guard. It'd be better if I just found a way to right-hand peek this instead of just 50-50 jumping in his box. But I knew it would catch him off guard and catch him by surprise, so that's how I won the fight here. He just simply doesn't have his gun out when I jumped in his box.